Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Gemini, today we're going to go over your overall energy as well as your person's overall energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. How does Gemini currently view this relationship? All right. Gemini. So we do have the Ace of Cups. We do have the 10 of Swords as well as the Knight of Swords. You could be dealing with another Gemini, possibly a water sign strongly. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but I do see a brand new beginning in love presenting itself to you. And it could be coming from somebody brand new, or it could even be coming from somebody that you have a lot of history with. We're going to get down to the bottom of that though, because I would love to know if this is coming from somebody new or somebody that you already have a lot of history with. But with the 10 of Swords to the Knight of Swords coming out here, it's like you're running in the opposite direction of this opportunity that's presenting itself to you, but it is stemming from a place of you not wanting to essentially get hurt again, whether it's, you know, from this person that you already have a lot of history with, or if it's from this new person that's showing a whole lot of interest in you. Yeah, this to me feels like an energy of you running away from this opportunity that's presenting itself to you, but it's stemming from a place of you not wanting to get hurt again, whether it's by this particular person or by somebody brand new. How does this person currently view this relationship with Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles. We got the 3 of Pentacles, and then we also have the 5 of Wands. If this is someone that you have a lot of history with, Gemini, I feel like they've been fighting to keep this dynamic here between the two of you intact and afloat while you've been trying to like run in the opposite direction of it. If this is somebody brand new that we're talking about here, Gemini, I just feel like this person has been fighting to build and establish a relationship with you while you've been too busy trying to run in the opposite direction of them. So however it resonates, okay, with you in your particular situation, because I am definitely getting 2 different storylines here. How does Gemini currently feel? Okay. All right, so we do have the 10 of Swords. We got the 6 of Swords. And then we also have the King of Cups out here. You know, it's interesting, Gemini, because I feel like there's times where you kind of look at them like, I don't know, like they're the bad guy, like they're out to get you, like they don't have your best interest at heart. And then there's times where you look at them like they're not actually out to get you, like they actually do mean well. It's basically what I'm getting from you. It's basically what I'm getting from you. At this point, it kind of looks like you don't really know what to believe. Like you don't know if you should believe that this is somebody who actually does have your best interest at heart or not. You don't really know what the heck to believe is basically what I'm getting when it comes down to this particular person. Like I said, dude, there's times where you look at this person like, I just think that they're out to get me and that they don't have my best interest at heart. So I should really run now. You know what I mean? Before they hurt me, before they disappoint me, before they let me down. But then there's times where it's like, I don't know, like you come to your senses, I guess, and you start to kind of like realize like, you know what? They're not actually out to get me like I thought they were. You see what I mean? But even then, it's like you still don't know what to believe. You don't know if you should believe that they actually are out to get you or if they actually do mean well. You don't know what to believe. You don't know what to believe. You don't know what to believe. Okay, well, let's look at this person a little bit more. I mean, so far they have some really good court cards that are coming out here for them. I mean, they're showing up as a King of Pentacles / King of Cups. I mean, that's really good. King of Pentacles is somebody who's very big on commitment, but also very big on loyalty. This person does come off to me as somebody who's very committed and very devoted to you and what they share with you and what they want with you, regardless if this is like a new person or if this is somebody that you already have a lot of history with. King of Cups is somebody who's emotionally invested. So when it comes down to you, they are very much so emotionally invested into you and what they share with you, regardless if it's somebody new or somebody that you already have a lot of history with. The fact that this person is constantly fighting to keep this dynamic between the two of you intact and afloat, especially if this is somebody that you have a lot of history with, that's kind of telling me that this is somebody who doesn't obviously want to lose you. You know, so then there's that. And if this is someone new that has been fighting to build a relationship, with you and keep you, in their life, that kind of tells me this is somebody who really does want to build and establish a life with you. So far so good. I'm not really getting any sort of red flags off of them, but then again, we still got to look into them a little bit more. So let's see what we get. How does this person currently feel about Gemini and their relationship with Gemini? For those of you who don't know this, the Queen of Pentacles is considered to be the perfect partner card. You are showing up as a Queen of Pentacles regardless of your gender, male or female, doesn't matter. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. And your person is showing up as a King of Pentacles. So if we get rid of this, I guess if we get rid of your doubts and reservations, right, when it comes down to this person, I think it's safe to say you look at them like they're perfect for you. As well, I just kind of feel like your doubts and reservations at times, tends to get the best of you. But if we get rid of that, you look at this person like they're perfect for you. But this person definitely does look at you like you're honestly perfect. For them, I feel like this person has been patiently waiting for someone like you to show up in their life for quite some time now. And now that you're finally here, I mean, I don't blame them. I don't blame them for not wanting to lose you. I don't blame them for constantly fighting to keep this dynamic between the two of you intact and afloat. You got to understand for them, okay? You were like a wish come true for them. They've been patiently waiting for someone like you to show up in their life for quite some time now. So yeah, no, I don't blame this person for constantly fighting, to keep you in their life, to constantly stop you, from walking out of their life. I don't fucking blame them. You know what I mean? I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Now, if this is somebody new that, we're talking about here, again, honestly, I don't blame them. Like, this person has been patiently waiting for someone like you to show up in their life for quite some time now. Now that you're here, it's like, you know what I mean? They don't want you to go anywhere, So I get, why they're constantly fighting to, like, keep you in their life. I get why this person's constantly fighting to build and establish a relationship that they truly want and desire with you. And I also understand why this person is refusing to give up on you. And what they want with you. I mean, I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand. I understand. I understand. No red flags coming from this person. No red flags coming from them. What actions will Gemini take towards this person or moving forward? Okay. Okay. All right. I think that's basically the problem here. That's basically the problem that you're having here. Because I'm like, what is going on with you? That's basically the problem that you're having here. You're looking at this person that you're dealing with, regardless if this is somebody new or somebody that you have a lot of history with. You're looking at them like they're a King of Wands like energy. Your person hasn't shown up as a King of Wands. Not even one time. So I think it's safe to say that you're not dealing with a King of Wands like energy. In fact, you're dealing with the complete opposite of a King of Wands like energy. King of Wands is somebody who's very non-committal, or who can be, very non-committal. It's somebody who really does enjoy being single and alone. It's somebody who really does enjoy their freedom. King of Wands can be known as like a playboy playgirl like energy. On top of that, I just kind of feel like that's what you think you're dealing with, or that's what you believe, I guess, you're dealing with. Is basically what I'm getting. And because you believe that you're dealing with a King of Wands like energy, it's like you constantly find yourself baffled, I would say, in this dynamic here between the two of you. Yeah, that's the best way that I could describe what you're going through. It's like you find yourself baffled by what you're going through and what you're really experiencing here with this person, which is basically the polar opposite of what you thought you were going to experience with this person. Does that make sense? Like, a lot of you, believe that you're dealing with a playboy playgirl like energy, and because this person has yet to show you that they are a playboy playgirl like energy, I just kind of feel like you're baffled by it all. It's like you can't quite make sense of what's going on here between the two of you, because what you believe to be true about this person, your physical reality with them is showing you that that's not the case. And I feel like you're kind of confused by it all and kind of like baffled by it all. I feel like at times you tend to like question, like, wait a second. Is this person really serious about me? Because they're acting like they're serious about me. They're moving in this relationship like they're serious about me. But I don't know. I mean, I know that they're not serious about me, but why are they acting like they're serious about me? Why are they showing up in this dynamic like they're serious about me? Again, this is you kind of battling your physical reality with this person versus this belief that you have of them. You know what I mean? And it's like both things are kind of like clashing with one another. You know what I mean? Both things cannot be true, right? It's either they're a Playboy like energy and your physical reality with this person is just deceiving you. So in other words, your eyes are deceiving you, or your eyes are not deceiving you and they're actually very, very serious about you. Your belief of them is just completely and utterly false. Both things cannot be true, Gemini. It's either what you believe is actually true and your eyes are deceiving you, or your eyes are not deceiving you and this belief that you have of them is completely and utterly false. And personally, just between you and I, Gemini, I think it's safe to say that you're connecting with somebody who is very serious about you. I think that this belief that you have of them is completely and utterly false. So, you know, then there's that. I feel like you're confusing yourself, to be honest, in this relationship by continuing to hold on to this belief that you have of them. That's completely and utterly false. This is what's creating so much confusion within you. Basically, that's what's creating so much confusion within you. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Got the Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. Yeah, but the same thing could be said about you. That's my thing, Gemini. It's like you're sitting, God, how do I put it? It's like you're sitting in this energy of, well, I know I mean well. I know I'm trustworthy. I know I'm very serious about them. I just don't know if they are. But we could say the same thing about you. You know what I mean? We could literally say the same thing about you. You see what I mean? I just feel like this person's going based off of what their intuition is telling them in regards to you. Because this connection between the two of you with the Six of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune, because this connection between the two of you feels right to them, they're choosing to trust that. You know what I mean? They're choosing to trust that because this person feels like they're genuinely connecting with the one on a soul level and on an intuitive level. They're choosing to trust that. If this person were to go based off of their physical reality with you, let's be real. Let's just between you and I, okay? If this person were to go based off of their physical reality with you, I think that it's safe to say that they would definitely come down to the conclusion that you're not actually serious about them and that you're not actually, you know, invested like you say you are. And let's just be real. I think anybody could sit there and say that. If you and I, for example, were dating, I would honestly think that about you. And here's why. This right here, that screams self-sabotage. You know what I mean? It does scream self-sabotage. This whole you constantly running in the opposite direction of this relationship, but you don't really want to run in the opposite direction of this relationship with the Ace of Cups. If you and I were dating, I would definitely assume that I would definitely come down to the conclusion, as well as assume, that you just don't want this like you say you do. I would literally come down to that conclusion. If you and I were dating and I was going based off of my physical reality with you, yeah, I would absolutely say that you're not serious. You're not serious. How could you say that you really do want, you know, a relationship and then you're running in the opposite direction every chance you get? You know what I mean? You kind of have to look at things from their perspective, you know, to understand. You see what I mean? That if they were to go based off of their physical reality with you, yeah, they would absolutely come down to the conclusion that you're just not that serious about them. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and say that you're not serious about them. I believe that you actually are. I think that your actions, though, make it seem like that's not the case. But I think that it's safe to say that you really do want a future here with them. But your actions, you know what I mean? Your actions do not line up with what you truly want and desire with this person. I think that that's the problem. See, the thing is with them, it's that their words as well as their actions line up. Everything lines up. You know, if this person tells you, I love you, Gemini, they're going to show you through their actions that they do love you. If this person tells you, you know, I'm really serious about you, they're going to show you how serious they are about you through their actions. Their words and their actions, it lines up. It lines up. Your words and your actions, dude, it doesn't line up. It doesn't, and I'm being real, between you and I, it does not line up. And I understand why it doesn't line up. Your biggest thing is, well, I just don't want to get hurt. And I just think that they're going to put me through this. So, before that happens and before they get the chance and the opportunity to put me through this, then the third, I'm just going to run away now. You see what I mean? And it's like, I get why you're doing it. I get why you're doing it. I understand why you're doing all of this. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it. But like I said, the same thing could be said about you. You know what I mean? You know that your heart is in it. You know that you're trustworthy. You know that you're loyal and committed and devoted to them, what you share with them. You know that you want this. You just don't know if they do. But I feel like your physical reality with this person is already revealing to you like what the deal actually is. I just don't think you want to believe it. I don't think you want to believe it. It would have been one thing if this person's words weren't matching up with their actions. All right, then question it. Then be scared. You know what I mean? But their words are matching up with their actions, Gemini. You know what I mean? And like I said, this person could always sit here and be like, well, I don't know, Gemini. I mean, it kind of seems like you're the one, you know what I mean, that doesn't really want this because, you're constantly running in the opposite direction of this relationship every chance you get. You see what I mean? You know 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 what I mean? Jelly bean, Get rid of this negative narrative or this belief that you have of this person because you're confusing yourself. You're confusing yourself and you're making this journey between the two of you more difficult than what it needs to be. You see what I mean? Like life is already hard as it is. You know what I mean? And especially when it comes down to love and romantic relationships, I mean, that in itself is a motherfucking challenge. It's a fucking challenge and it's fucking hard and it's not fucking easy. But it's like you're making it more harder than what it needs to be, Gemini. And I'm being honest with you. You're making it more harder than what it needs to be. Get rid of this belief that you have with this person because it's false. It is completely and utterly false. So why hold on to it then? You know what I mean? If it's completely and utterly false, it's false. It's false. It's false. I'm not saying that this is what you're going through, but I'm going to just say it anyways, just in case somebody is going through this. There's a huge possibility, without you even being consciously aware of this, there's a huge possibility that you could be projecting what's going on internally within you onto them in your relationship with them. In other words, a part of you may really, really want to go off and be with this person and build this amazing life with this person. And a part of you may not want to. And you could be projecting all of that onto them, assuming that must be the same thing going on their end, when in all actuality, it's not. You know what I mean? So be careful with that, because you could be unknowingly projecting what's going on internally within you onto them, assuming that it must, the same thing must be going on their end, they must not really, really want this, you know what I mean? And it could be stemming from a place of you not really wanting this fully, you know what I mean? I feel like the only reason why you wouldn't want this relationship, to be completely frank with you, would be because you're afraid that they're going to put you through X, Y, and Z. That's about it, to be honest. That's about it. That's the only thing that I can see that would cause you to not want this relationship, is just going through, more pain and suffering than what you've already been through in previous relationships. That's the only thing that's causing you to not want to be with this person. Other than that, it looks like you really want to be with this person. You just don't want to suffer. You just don't want to get disappointed again. You just don't want to get let down again. Totally understandable. So I don't know, maybe that's what you're going through. Maybe, I'm not saying that all of you are going through this, but maybe some of you out there might be going through this, and maybe that's what's happening. But I can't emphasize this enough. The more you hold on to this belief that you have with this person, which is completely and utterly false, because if it was true, then I would have been like, okay, all right, it's true. You know what I mean? But it's not true. And you're just confusing yourself and making this journey for yourself more harder and challenging than what it needs to be. You see what I mean? I feel like your relationship with this person will be fucking perfect. It would be fucking perfect if you would just accept the fact that you're wrong about them. This relationship would be fucking perfect. Perfect between the two of you. Perfect. Because that's the only issue I see y'all having, to be honest, is this belief that you have that they're out to get you, they don't have your best interests at heart, and they're gonna hurt you one day. That's the only problem I see y'all having. You know how many fucking marriages are out there and relationships are out there? There's people out there dealing with 99 freaking problems, you know what I mean? And you only have one issue with this person, which is, let's just call it, you just don't trust them fully. You know what I mean? That's the only issue that you have with this person. And honestly, it's not because you can't trust them. You just choose not to. You just choose not to because of this belief that you have of this person. Now, let me grab, I could have sworn a card fell to the ground. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, it was a 6 of Cups. Anyways, let's keep going. What actions? What actions will this human take towards Gemini or moving forward? Well, I mean, yeah. Got the 9 of Swords to the 8 of Swords to the Temperance card to the Queen of Cups. They know. They know that you don't trust them, especially with the 8 of Swords to the 9 of Swords. That creates an Ace of Swords at play, which basically represents the sword of truth. It also represents clarity. I also look at the Ace of Swords as trust. They know. They know, my friend, that you do not trust them. They know that you do not trust them. They know that you don't trust them. And this person genuinely does think that the reason why you don't trust them is because of everything you've been through prior to essentially meeting them. And I feel like they're trying to like utilize a lot of patience with you and be very understanding and compassionate. I am getting that. They're trying to be very, you know, very patient and very compassionate with you. It just doesn't, I like this fucking person. I don't know who the fuck they are, but I fucking like this damn person. I really do like this person. I really do like this person for you. I do. I really do. It looks like you landed a really, really good man or a really, really good woman. I really like this damn person. You know why? One of the reasons why I really do like this person is because despite the fact that you don't trust them, which does kind of stress them the hell out, you know what I mean? It does kind of dry hump their last nerve from time to time. You know, giving up on you is just not an option. It's just not an option. It's just not an option. Like, it's just not a fucking option. It's not an option. Like, this person, like, and I was kind of getting that. It's like this relationship is fucking like damn near close to fucking perfection. The only thing that makes this relationship not so perfect is your lack of trust and faith, you know, towards, you know, them. But other than that, this relationship is damn near close to perfection. And I was definitely getting that. And that's how they look at you in their relationship with you, as a relationship that's damn near fucking close to perfection. The only thing that makes it not so perfect is you not trusting them. But other than that, like, if that's the only fucking thing that this person has to deal with when it comes down to you, sign them the hell up. You know what I mean? Even though your trust issues at times, like, it does kind of drive them a little bananas. You know what I mean? Man, if that's the only issue they got to deal with you, fuck it. So be it. You know what I mean? Like, because this person, I'm sure, has had to deal with far worse shit with other people. Far worse shit with other people. If that's the only thing that this person has to fucking deal with, then fuck it, sign them up. But to be honest, does this person want you to continue to remain in this relationship, not trusting them? Absolutely not, because they feel like that is the cause of you constantly running away, you know, from them in this dynamic here between the two of you. But other than that, bro, like, they look at this relationship like it's damn near close to perfection, honestly. The only thing that makes it not so perfect is your trust issues. Other than that, if that's the only thing that they have to deal with when it comes down to you, fuck it. Like, they rather just deal with it. Because they don't think that they're going to find anyone better than you, homie. Psh, they don't think they're going to find anybody better than you. You got to understand that this person has a lot of life experience. A lot of life experience. They understand and know what it feels like to deal with somebody who's literally a fraction of 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 who you are and what you bring to the table. So they know that they could find somebody who trusts them. They know that it's fucking possible. They know that it's doable, but then they would have to settle for less. And ain't nobody fucking trying to do that. That doesn't make no damn logical sense. You know what I mean? So they know that they could find somebody who is not going to stress them like you do because of your trust issues. But then they have to fucking deal with somebody who's literally a fraction of 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 who you are and what you bring to the table. Nah, fuck that. They'd rather just deal with you. Constantly thinking things and like accusing them of things that they're not even fucking doing. They'd rather deal with that than to find somebody who's going to trust them and settle for less. Psh, they rather deal with you. Do they want you to continue to not trust them? Absolutely not, because they know that this stresses you the hell out. It stresses you the hell out, and they don't want to see you that way. You know what I mean? Especially when you don't have anything to worry about. You know, I like this damn person. I don't know. I like this person. I really do like them. They got my vote. They got my vote. I really like this person. I really do. I think you're tripping. And sometimes, you know, hell, sometimes you just need somebody to tell you that, you know. If nobody has told you this before, let me be the first to tell you, you are tripping, my friend. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading.